Yeah, shout out to Flo. All week he's been telling us, just get back to Vikings football. You know, they led the league last year, turnovers. We just want to go out there and show
Played very well a week ago today. So what was the conversation, the preparation like this whole week as you guys came out and dominated?
First thing first, just go out there and just stop the run, you know, coming off of last week and just understanding their premiums and Higgins and Jamar Chase. And we just, whatever call coach gave us, just focus on, you know, being in the right spots and making those plays.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Isaiah, did you realize, and I don't know if they told you, you're the first player in NFL history to have 2 defensive touchdowns and 2 forced fumbles in a game?
That's crazy. I was shocked when I seen it on the big screen, but you know that's all credit to the scout team throughout the week. They just prepared me throughout the entire week, just focusing on my cues and you know just going into this week so I didn't feel any type of discomfort or anything like that. So I just was very comfortable going to the game.
I know, but had you just take us through that thing about when everyone was blocking for you running down the field 87 yards? Take us through that. What did that feel like?
I just wanted to go get in the end zone and just hearing the crowd just get louder and louder the closer I got. Shooting that jumbotron, just trying to see who's chasing me and things like that. So I'm trying to get in the end zone.
What's the emotion when you cross the goal line for the second time?
Trying to go get another one. I was saying after the first one, you know, I promised my coach I was going to bring him the ball this week, and I told him I kept the first one. And I went back to him, I said, my bad, I'll bring him another one. We ain't got the second one, so I just told him I'll try to get another one.
You also knocked down the jump off from T. Higgins too, right? You were all over the place.
Yeah, just trying to make plays, just trying to have fun, and just love the game and enjoy it.
When you forced the fumble chase, was it a surprise? Like, dang, it happened again?
I've been telling everybody on the sideline, I'm not done yet. So I think just going out there and just seeing the ball right there, I'm willing to take one of the shots and the peanut punch, but you know, we just had a day today.
Did you sense you were going to have a pretty good game earlier in the week in the locker room? We're like, I need to play better. I have to play better. Well, play better.
I've been saying it all week. I got messages before. I just been saying I just want to play better. I just want to showcase, you know, who Isaiah Rodgers is, who Isaiah Rodgers can be. And that's a shout out to the guys throughout the week. I think in this league you win throughout the week. It doesn't really just matter on Sunday. I think whatever preparation throughout the week he had this week, it all just showed on Sunday.
You mentioned Harry. Obviously he tipped it, but what was it like that? What was it like having Harry back out there and just kind of doing like on the field, get that tip for you?
I was excited all week. Just seeing him finally put his helmet back on, and just, I think the moment him running out the tunnel just gave us a lot of hope, and just understanding that he's just not taking the game for granted. And you never know, you know, when his time is going to come. But just seeing him out there and just seeing the fans, you know, scream for him, you know how much you mean for the city. It was huge.
What did Brian Flores tell you after the game?
I told him, you know, that's why I came here. I want to be a part of the defense and, you know, create turnovers. You know, that's why they brought me here. He knew why I came. And we just displayed it this week. I just knew once I finally got my shot, whether it was, you know, year 6, year 10, whatever that time came, I knew I was going to be the best Isaiah Rodgers I could be. I just got the team. I feel like today wouldn't matter if I don't respond next week and continue to keep going.
Isaiah, those moments on the sidelines, the camera finds you and the crowd goes nuts. What was that like for you?
Just trying to give the fans, you know, more plays and more moments, you know, to stack the day. So I just want to keep going out there and continue to build a stat sheet.
Isaiah, Flo said like months ago that he's had his eye on you since UMass. Have you talked to him about like how long he's been on your?
I just focus on the now and understand, like, you know, it's perfect timing for everything. And I think it's no better moment for me to come this year than any time before rather than that. But, you know, just happy he brought me here this year.
What was it like for you with the atmosphere out there last week? It was pretty disappointing for you guys, but getting it rolling and seeing the atmosphere on the bank today.
Just as a team and as a defense, we just want to come back and respond. So I think just us coming out there and creating those type of turnovers and, you know, D-line get to the quarterback and making him force first turnover. So, you know, it's just all team defense.
What about the fans? The atmosphere?
It was loud out there. It was loud. I couldn't really hear the calls and things like that, but, you know, shout out to my safeties, but make sure I got the calls, I can get in the right spot.
Isaiah, the interception was the longest pick six by Vikings players since 2016 when Xavier Rhodes went 100 yards.
That's actually my mentor, which is crazy. We played together in Indy, and he was here today, so, you know, I'm definitely going to reach out to him.
On the punch out.
Wait, which one?
Good point. The one he scored on. I mean,
okay.
How unusual for you to be able to punch it out, punch it to yourself, and score?
We had a turnover drill this week on practicing punching the balls, and I just looked at the pit of the elbow and seeing that he kind of had it a little loose, and I want to take my shot. And good timing. Just same thing, exact same thing, yes. That was one of those chase downs when you don't see me, so just had to go make the play.
Yeah, I think you said you were inspired by E-Wills last week, right? Is that right?
Yeah. I told him on the sideline as well, and I met his mom pregame, told her he's a baller, and full circle moment right there.
Isaiah, weird question, but anything different about your routine today?
Nah, I kept the same routine. I enjoyed throwing the ball with the fans. I have the same routine every week. I didn't change anything. I probably changed my playlist a little bit, but other than that, I just kept the same thing going.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. That's all we have.
Thank you.
Gotta love it though.
It's just the way KO drew up them plays. Yeah, it was a great team.
What can you say about Jordan Mason, the way he ran today to open it up for you guys?
Man, I remember him last year coming here, playing against him, just watching him, just the way he runs hard, and we just gotta give him space, and that happened today, and hopefully we can keep doing that.
And all you need to give him is a little bit, because like that touchdown, he went right through the middle.
He's just bouncing off the defenders. He's a big back, and he's hard to get down. It's just fun playing in this offense.
I know you mentioned Xavier as well. Obviously, of course, you guys want Aaron back, but there's clearly a lot of depth in that room.
No doubt. You can see his game from the preseason. He's very special. He's unique as well. Just his ability to jump cut and just read the offense is special. Like I said, it's a ton of fun playing. Those first few drives up the way, I really felt like after that it sunk in and it was on after that, so it was fun.
What can you say about Carson, who really didn't have much time to prepare, kind of thrown into this? We know he's a veteran, can handle it, but what did you see in him?
Very composed. He told us yesterday, let's go out here and have fun. And that's what we did today as an offense from that first drive all the way to the end of the game. Just having a run game allows everything just to calm down for him, for us, and just protecting them. Just doing the best of our ability. Just allowing him to make plays, and that's what we did today.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Get things rolling. How nice was it to see your targets go up?
That's week by week, and I'm just trying to help the team win as best as I can, whatever I need to do. And this week was, there's some things that obviously you can correct, but it was fun to get loose a little bit, feel yourself in the routes, and play with the backers, get a little open. So it was fun.
I suppose Carson being the savvy vet, that's probably what you expected from him.
He played well. He was quick to his reads, played in the rhythm and timing of the offense. Knew where he was going, and it showed.
Thanks, DJ.
Cool.
Great. Like that, everything feels wonderful. No matter how your body feels or mentally how you're feeling, coming out with a win like that is very big, for the team. And for going forward, our confidence going forward. So I'm just most proud of our team of executing the plays. Last week I said we need to execute more. I feel like today definitely was that. Of course, kudos to the defense for getting the turnovers, getting the extra points. But I feel like everybody was flying around the field all day, and we was well ready for this game. So definitely kudos to this whole team of performing today.
Was that like true definition of complementary football?
For sure. When you have all three phases really working and putting up points and doing everything we needed to do, it's going to look like that, So it's definitely fun just going out there and putting up points like this and moving the ball, seeing the defense get turnovers. This is when a game gets fun and everybody enjoys winning like this. So we just need to continue to do it. Of course, feed off of this win going forward with the confidence and just putting that out there on film is definitely something that we needed to do.
What do you think of Isaiah Rodgers game today?
Big time, man. Big time, especially when you're going up against a matchup like Jamar, T. Higgins. When you get those turnovers like that, a pick six, forced fumbles, taking that back for a touchdown. All of those are momentum plays and all plays that we feed off of as a team. So that definitely was big for us. And it allows us to be a little bit more stress-free on offense. We ain't got to go down and score every possession. They're scoring for us.
Yeah, but you started off fast. How important was that on that first drive to get down in the end zone there?
Yeah, very, very good. That's the first time, this season we started fast, coming out and just letting C. Wentz really, just pick and choose his players to throw it to. I feel like the game plan was very, very good, and C. Wentz really just led us down the field the whole entire game. So, kudos to him for stepping up in this role. He's not, new. He's not new to that, but it was a great job for him, stepping into that role and doing what he needed to do for us to get this win.
Justin, did you know anything about Isaiah before he got here? And then when he got here, what has impressed you most?
Yeah, of course I knew of him. Went up against him, but for him to come here and carry on that same role and that same momentum. It's wonderful to see that. Just like Coach said, it's very difficult for a defensive player, especially in the secondary, to change the game like that. And he definitely did today with the turnovers, with scoring the ball. Those are the plays that we need, especially from our defense. So we just got to keep feeding off that, keep driving off that. But defense has been playing lights out lately.
Justin, that drive that Jordan had his first touchdown, you had that big play where you stiff-armed a guy, broke a number of tackles. I guess, can you just walk us through that play and your willingness to, create so much contact and stay up?
Yeah, I feel like, when people look at me, they don't really expect me to be as physical as I am. But that's the type of game that I like playing, that physicality, showing people that I might look this way, but I'm way bigger than what I look. So it's just about, setting that tone, setting that momentum. And of course, I like to make the most of every opportunity that I get. So every yard matters.
Did you think you were going to score on that?
I definitely did. I definitely tried to, for sure. Definitely tried to.
What was it like?
Did you get a chance to catch up with Jamar after the game?
Oh yeah, always, man. That's my dog. That's my brother. So, and I see the difficulty, on that side of the ball. I'm always a fan of football. I'm always a fan of my brothers that are playing. So, was watching them closely. Seeing every route that he's running, all of the plays that was made out there for him. But it's always tough, especially getting beat like this, away. It's very difficult. So I'm just glad that I got the upper hand this time.
I was just going to ask what it was like to have Christian back today. Just to see him fight back what he did, and then how much of a difference that makes.
Big time. A player like that, we need out there on that field. Harrison Smith, we need out there on that field. He made a big play for the pick six. Just having players like that out there on that field is going to create so much more for everybody else that's out there. So it's great to see CD, seeing what he's been dealing with, seeing the hard work that he put in to get back out there on that field. He didn't rush anything. He didn't rush to come back week one. He was coming back whenever he was ready, and we needed him the most. So I'm glad that his first game back, it was a performance like this.
Justin, it wasn't you, it wasn't Jamar, it was Hawk with the gritty.
I loved it. If I can't do it, somebody else better. So I'm just glad that we've been really executing our plays, and we've been doing everything that we've been doing this whole entire week leading up into this game. So it just is great to see his excitement, see him see me, and then it was like, okay, it's time to gritty. That was pretty fire. But it's just great to come out with a win like this and execute the plays that we made out there.
Last two. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
With the Vikings, just wondering kind of what your emotions were today and then what that first series felt like.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of emotions I had to channel. Running out there. It's been a while since getting a chance to do this, but then obviously being in the purple and gold means a little extra something to me personally. So, I definitely had a lot of emotions, but was able to channel them to the best of my ability, go out there and have a lot of fun with those guys. And that's what it was. It was a ton of fun. Also a ton of fun watching the defense play like that. Always helps. I think it was 5 turnovers or whatever. So that definitely made it a little easier for the whole squad. But it was all I can say is I had a blast out there.
Carson, how important was it for you to set the tone early on that first drive and kind of what you did?
Yeah, I think that was big for me personally, but big for this team. I think that's something that we've been maybe lacking a little bit. So it's something we've talked about is starting fast, and finding our identity in a game quickly. And I thought the guys, really the O-line kind of set that tone right away, both with the run game. I mean, we were getting, JP wasn't getting hit till he was 10 yards downfield, it felt like early on. And so just with that, but then protecting me early in that drive, it was fun to go out there and just go right down the field like that and set the tone early and then kind of let our defense dig in.
Carson, it looked like you were comfortable out there all game. Did you feel a comfort level even though you haven't been here terribly long?
Yeah, I did. It felt like football again, which was fun. So, once that kickoff happened, it just felt like another game going out there. And so, like I said, I was able to channel all those emotions, just go play. Did I play a perfect game? By no means. There's definitely plays I want back. Took a couple sacks. I can't be doing that, So there's still a lot to learn. But anytime you come away with a win like that, it's hard to win in this league. So it's fun to get them when you can.
Carson, Kale said you reminded him of a point guard, the way you kind of were distributing the ball. Did it feel like that? You kind of got in a rhythm as the game went on with your personnel?
Yeah, that's obviously that's what I want to do when I go out there. I don't want to be the one making the plays. I just want to get it to these playmakers. That's always been my philosophy, and we got some good ones here, and that's been fun just seeing them work in practice. It's only been a couple weeks, obviously, but seeing it live in a game like today, even Jets just catching a little deep slant and turning it into whatever he did, 30, 40 yards. It's fun for me to see that because my job is just 1, 2, 3, throw it and let them do the hard work. And so that's really the goal every time. I don't want to be running around trying to make plays. It happens, but it's fun to kind of see that and see those guys come to life like that.
Carson, what were the emotions out of the tunnel when you go over to your girls and you guys had that moment?
Yeah, now we've been doing that in a couple different uniforms, but that moment as a family was pretty special. It always is. It's something I don't take for granted. Seeing my beautiful wife and my beautiful 3 little girls standing there, they are so fired up to come to these games. They're already doing the Skol chants. They got it down. So for me to come out and just get that breath of fresh air with just my family, remind me to put my brain and my mind in that perspective of there's so much more to life than just this football game. That kind of helps me have a comfort when I go out and play with a little sense of peace that's a little different. So seeing them, that meant a lot, always does to me.
What you talked about with Ziggy, you talked with the owners briefly after meeting with your family. What'd you chat with him about?
Yeah, nothing in particular, but it was fun to talk to him. I've talked to him now a couple times, and again, grew up cheering for this team, so it's pretty special. Even just chatting with him pregame quickly, and getting this opportunity.
What was it like playing with Justin for the first time, and maybe some of the unique ways that teams cover him?
Yeah, he's pretty good. That's the obvious statement, but it definitely presents teams are without a doubt aware of him, and you get some unique coverages that quite frankly I've probably never seen in my now 10 years, just because of who he is and the attention he draws. And so there's some different coverages that teams are throwing at us, and I've seen that on film already. And so it'll be interesting to see how teams want to keep trying to stop him. Thankfully we have a plethora of options, which is pretty fun to be the guy pulling the trigger to all these other guys. So but yeah, he's pretty dang good, and so it's fun to get out there and finally connect with him.
Carson, you mentioned the play that Justin extended. I guess just what is it like when you have a receiver of his caliber who's so willing to basically run a guy over and take that contact?
Yeah, just seeing him do that is obviously pretty special, but I think just seeing him do that as far as being a leader on this team speaks volumes of that. He wants to not only make the catches, but he wants to win. He's going to do everything he can to help this team win, and I see that in practice. I see it with how hard he practices. Guys, I've been around some really good players in my career, and he works as hard as any of them. And so I respect that about him. And again, it's only been a couple weeks since I've been here, but that's something I notice pretty quickly. So the leadership that he brings to the table, not only is he as good as he is, but he works as hard as he does. And when those two things go hand in hand, it's tough to stop.
Being a new guy, how much easier does it make it for you when your cornerback has 2 touchdowns on defense?
It's terrific. It's terrific. For a while there, I don't think we were on the field, and we scored a couple touchdowns. I didn't even have to do anything. That's great. I'm not sure nobody's ever seen a performance like that. So that makes it real nice early in a game like that to settle in, especially after we already kind of did go down and score. To see them do that, our defense is pretty nasty.
What's so special about the way Jordan Mason runs? He's not afraid to go right up the middle, even if there's only a little bit of a hole and all that.
Yeah, he runs hard. he runs hard, and obviously that's pretty clear to see. But I think defenses will be, they don't want to come downhill and tackle him either. And he runs hard, and the O-line did a great job of opening those gaps and getting him into the second level. And if I was playing safety, I wouldn't want to come downhill and tackle him. So, and he does all the other little things well too. He, pass protects really well, catches it out of the backfield. He's really on his stuff. So I can't say enough good things about him. It was fun to see him kind of slashing out there today.
Kevin mentioned during the week that you had told him like you came here because of the plays and you kind of wanted the plays that he had. Is this what you would envision when you came here, and why the decision to be a Viking?
Yeah, just something I'd seen. In my last couple of years of him being a play caller and head coach, is just the way he's always able to move the football and be successful. And so that was a big part of wanting to come here, was working with him, but also just this roster. And so getting to see it up close and personal today. Obviously, it was only 3 quarters, which was weird. Didn't expect that one. But it was fun to kind of just get our feet wet, so to speak, and looking forward to the next one.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.